You do not believe it. Just lightly touch 3 specific points on your body, and even someone who has struggled with insomnia for 10 years can fall into a deep sleep like a baby, completely without medication. Insomnia does not just mean a few sleepless nights. It is a silent thief that slowly robs you of your memory, your mental clarity, your heart health, your immune system, and even the simple joys of life that you deserve to enjoy at this age. When you are young, sleep may seem like a given, but for older adults, sleep becomes a luxury. Every night feels like a battle. You lie there tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep. And even if you do manage to drift off for a little while, it is restless light, and you wake up in the middle of the night feeling like you never rested at all. No one truly understands that feeling, except you, the one who has lived through it night after night. And you know better than anyone that when insomnia becomes chronic, it is not just exhausting. It drains you both physically and mentally. But here is the thing. The solution is not in a pill, and it is not in expensive products you see online. The solution might already be inside your own body, silently working in the background. You just have not learned how to access it in the right way at the right time. Before we begin, take a moment to leave a positive affirmation in the comments below, as a personal commitment to yourself. For example, I deserve to have deep, peaceful sleep every night. And if you find this video helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe so you will not miss any of our future content about natural healing, better sleep and wellness in older age. Together, let us build a community full of positive energy where everyone has the right to rest fully and live healthier every single day. So what is it that makes sleep in old age so fragile? First, let us look at the body from a modern medical perspective. As we age, the amount of melatonin, the hormone that regulates our sleep cycle, naturally decreases. The body loses track of when it is time to sleep and when it should be awake. Like a biological clock that has lost its rhythm, everything starts to feel out of sync. On top of that, the sympathetic nervous system, which keeps us alert and ready to deal with stress, tends to stay more active at night. Instead of relaxing, the body feels like it is racing down a highway. The heart beats faster, the brain stays overactive, and sleep simply cannot come. Adding to this, older adults often experience mild oxygen deficiency in the brain due to poor circulation. When the brain is not properly nourished, it is only natural to feel restless, uneasy, and unable to settle down. From the perspective of Eastern traditional medicine, a wisdom refined through thousands of years of observing the human body, sleep is not just a biological reflex. It is the result of harmony between qi blood and spirit. If the heart is not nourished by enough blood, the mind cannot rest. If the liver is overwhelmed by excessive yang energy, it leads to irritability, vivid dreams, and sudden waking in the middle of the night. If kidney yin is weak, the body lacks its natural cooling system, making it harder to enter a state of calm and true rest. All of these explanations, whether from the East or the West, point to the same truth: sleep is a result of balance. And when that balance is lost, the answer is not to force the body to sleep, but to gently guide it, helping it restore its natural rhythm. Which brings us to this: in just a moment, you will discover the golden moment, the time when your body is most ready to receive the signal to rest. A specific window when, if touched correctly, your body will naturally open the door to deep restorative sleep. That window is between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the evening, a time frame that might seem ordinary, but is actually the key transition between day and night, between movement and stillness. In Eastern traditional medicine, this is when the kidney meridian is at its peak. The kidneys represent our source energy, the place where our essence is stored and our power to regenerate and recover is rooted. When kidney energy is well nourished, the body finds it easier to cool down, relax, and prepare to rest, like a machine that is slowing down to a peaceful stop. From a modern scientific view, melatonin, the sleep-regulating hormone, does not peak yet during this time. But studies have shown that if you create a calming space, soften the lighting, and quiet your mind between 5 and 7 in the evening, then by around 8 or 9, your body will naturally begin producing melatonin more steadily, helping you enter sleep more smoothly without any force. This is not the time to be rushing, worrying, or absorbing a flood of information. Instead, it is a moment of stillness, a time to connect with yourself and send a signal to your nervous system that says, it is time to slow down, relax, and get ready to rest. And if you know how to gently activate certain energy points on your body during this exact window, as a kind of welcoming ritual for rest, then sleep will no longer feel like a struggle. It will become a peaceful return to your natural state of being. Once you know the golden window when your body is most ready for rest, the next crucial step is knowing where to touch. And with just 3 simple points on your body, you can activate your body's natural sleep mechanism, gently, effectively, and more powerfully than any medication. Number 1. The top of the head. In Eastern traditional medicine, the highest point on the top of the head, where a line running from the middle of the forehead to the back of the neck crosses with a line connecting the tops of both ears, is known as the Baihui point. The name Baihui means the meeting of 100 convergences, symbolizing the gathering place of all the major energy channels in the body. It is not just a physical center point, but also holds deep meaning in regulating the nervous system, blood flow, and mental balance. According to ancient practices, the Baihui point is used to treat conditions related to the mind, such as headaches, insomnia, dizziness, and excessive thinking. Because this is where the body's yang energy tends to gather. When that energy becomes blocked or stagnant, it leads to tension, anxiety, and restlessness, especially at night. Interestingly, modern science is beginning to confirm what the ancients already knew. Research has shown that gentle stimulation at the top of the head can increase blood flow to the brain and help regulate the sympathetic nervous system, the part that tends to become overactive in people with insomnia. The result is a soothing, calming sensation throughout the body. The technique is simple but effective. Use your middle finger, which is believed to be most sensitive to energy, and gently place it on the exact intersection point at the top of your head. Begin to slowly move in a circular motion clockwise with a steady, gentle rhythm. As you move your finger, pair the motion with deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. Just 1 to 2 minutes of this can create a noticeable shift. Your head feels lighter, your eyes more relaxed, and your mind begins to enter a peaceful state. Treat each circle as a message to your nervous system. It is time to let go. There is nothing left to worry about. With consistent practice each evening, your body will begin to develop a conditioned response. The moment you touch this point, your entire system will recognize it is bedtime. Number 2, the inner wrist. If the top of the head is the control center of the brain, then the Neiguan point on the wrist is the gateway to calming the heart, both physically and emotionally. In Eastern medicine, the Neiguan point lies about 3 finger widths above the wrist crease along the pericardium meridian, the energy channel that supports and protects heart function. The ancient belief is that when the heart is unsettled, when it races, feels anxious or overwhelmed, pressing this point can help restore peace to the mind. It is no coincidence that this area of the wrist is commonly used in acupressure, and even those anti-nausea wristbands often apply pressure right at the Neiguan point. That is because it connects directly with the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that slows the heart rate and naturally lowers blood pressure. Modern science has shown that the inner wrist is rich in nerve endings tied to emotional responses and stress regulation. When you gently massage this area, you are activating the parasympathetic system, the part that tells your body, time to rest and recover. In other words, one small touch can awaken the body's natural relax now system. Here is how to do it. Raise your left arm palm, facing toward you. Using your right hand, measure about 3 finger widths up from the wrist crease. That is the Neiguan point. Use your right thumb to gently massage the spot in slow circular motions for about 2 minutes while breathing deeply and evenly. Then switch sides. Many people who try this are surprised by the result. Their heart slows down, their mind softens, and the hollow, anxious feeling fades like fog in the morning sun. That is because you are not just pressing a pressure point, you are tapping into the deep connection between your body and your emotions. Number 3. The earlobes. Among the many small parts of the body, the earlobes are surprisingly sensitive, not just because of their soft texture, but because they house hundreds of nerve endings that directly connect to the emotional centers of the brain. In Eastern medicine, the earlobes are seen as a reflex zone for the brain, the heart, and the spirit, a place where tension, worry, and mental unrest can be gently soothed through touch and tenderness. Due to their complex network of nerves, the earlobes are not only related to hearing, but they also offer a small window into the autonomic nervous system, the system responsible for calm rest and recovery. This means that when you touch your earlobes in the right way, you are sending a direct signal to your brain saying, "Let it go. Return to peace." Studies in auricular therapy, a branch of traditional medicine increasingly used around the world, have shown that stimulating the earlobe area can slow the heart rate, lower blood pressure, reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and trigger the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. The method is easy and easy to remember. Use your thumb and index finger to gently pinch your earlobe. Then slowly stroke downward with a steady, soothing rhythm for about 2 to 3 minutes. Repeat this motion as if you were comforting a crying child, patient, gentle, and full of care. If you have calming essential oils, such as lavender, soft peppermint, or even a touch of warming ginger oil, apply a thin layer to your fingertips before you begin. The gentle aroma combined with the soothing touch will help your body fall into a deeply relaxed state. Some people who have tried this just a few times say they feel a warm sensation spreading from their earlobes through their head, forehead, and down to their shoulders, as if the whole body is being lulled to sleep by a soft stream of energy. And you know what? That is not just a lucky response or some random side effect. That is the loving response of an intelligent body, your own body, when it is touched with attention, care, and at just the right moment. Even just a few minutes of gently touching the right points on your body can help you fall asleep more easily. But if you want your sleep to be truly deep, stable, and long-lasting, you will need to build in a few simple, yet surprisingly effective supporting habits. Let us start with nutrition, something that seems basic, but actually has a powerful impact on sleep. Your body cannot produce melatonin without the right building blocks. One of the most essential ingredients is tryptophan, an amino acid found in many natural foods that your body converts into serotonin, which then becomes melatonin. A banana in the evening provides not only tryptophan, but also magnesium, a mineral that relaxes the muscles and calms the nervous system. A bowl of oatmeal sprinkled with black sesame seeds or almonds can help stabilize blood sugar overnight, preventing those blood sugar crashes that often wake you up in the middle of the night. A warm glass of milk, though it may seem like an old tradition, is actually backed by science as a way to help the body ease into relaxation. And cherries, though tiny, are one of the few natural foods that actually contain melatonin, offering a gentle medication-free sleep aid. That said, alongside the foods that help, there are also some you should absolutely avoid if you want a restful night. Caffeine is a silent disruptor hidden in coffee, strong tea, and even chocolate, things that might seem harmless. Even if you drink coffee at noon, caffeine can stay in your bloodstream until late at night, making it harder to fall into a deep sleep. That is why a simple but powerful rule is after 200 in the afternoon, say no to all stimulants. Alcohol should also be limited. While many people think drinking alcohol helps them sleep, it actually causes you to fall asleep quickly, then wake up in the middle of the night, breaking the natural sleep cycle and leaving you groggy and heavy-headed in the morning. Alongside good nutrition, gentle movement is another highly effective yet simple method. You do not have to sweat or work out hard to improve your sleep. In fact, when it comes to restful sleep, slow, intentional movements are exactly what your body needs to slip into a deeper rest state. Think of it like this: if a stream of water stands still too long, it becomes murky and stagnant. The human body is the same. If you spend your whole day sitting or lying down without moving, your internal energy and blood flow becomes sluggish, your muscles stiffen, your mind feels stuck, and all of this can lead to restless nights. But the solution is wonderfully simple. Every day, about 30 minutes after dinner, go for a slow walk for 15 to 30 minutes. You do not need to walk fast or far. Just take steady, gentle steps. It could be around your yard, down the hallway, or around your neighborhood. Leave your phone behind. Forget about work. Just let your body move naturally, breathe in the air, and feel each step. This is what people call meditation in motion. After walking, take a few minutes to breathe deeply or do light meditation. If you do not know where to start, try this simple breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat this for about 4 to 6 rounds. This is a technique often recommended by doctors to help relax the nervous system, slow the heart rate, lower blood pressure, and most importantly, help the brain switch from alert mode into rest mode. If you can try adding small movements like gentle strokes or tapping to your nightly routine, use your fingertips to softly stroke from your shoulders down to your wrists and from your thighs down to your ankles, as if you were lovingly soothing your body after a long day. Lightly tapping on the top of your head, where much of the day's tension builds up, can also help release the pressure and relax your entire nervous system. These small actions, according to Eastern medicine, help activate the energy meridians, improve circulation, and guide energy downward from the head, calming the mind and easing the body into relaxation. And finally, the most important factor is your mindset before going to sleep. A person may eat well and exercise regularly, but if they carry anxiety into bedtime, restful sleep is still out of reach. Before you lie down, take a pause. If your mind is spinning with thoughts, write them down on paper. Do not let your brain become a storage space for unresolved issues. That is not the job of sleep. Gently remind yourself, I have acknowledged this. I will return to it tomorrow. But right now, it is time to rest. And if tonight you still do not fall asleep right away, that is okay. Accept it as a natural part of the process. Instead of forcing yourself to sleep, just lie still, breathe slowly, and notice how each part of your body begins to relax, from your forehead to your shoulders, chest, and belly, as if you were gently rocking yourself to sleep. Because sometimes sleep does not come when you try to control it. It comes when you let go and simply allow it to arrive. You see, sleep in old age is not an impossible luxury. It is simply asking you to come home to yourself, to slow down, to listen more closely, and to touch your body with the tenderness you may have forgotten to give it after all these years. You do not need anyone else to fix you. Your body is already a brilliant self-healing system, and when you learn how to touch it the right way at the right time, you will awaken the natural sleep mechanism that you thought was lost. Deep sleep does not come from pills. It does not lie in a promise from a commercial. It comes from the simplest things: a gentle press on your wrist, a few minutes of walking after dinner, or just an evening without anxiety. Start tonight. Do not wait until exhaustion forces you to seek sleep. Just 5 minutes each night, and your body will begin to remember how to sleep again, gently, naturally, and fully. And if you are ready to make that change, leave a comment below as a commitment to yourself. I tried, and I believe. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can receive peaceful, powerful healing content like this every week. Together, let us build a community full of positive energy, a place where every older adult has the right to be healthy, to rest deeply, and to enjoy each day to the fullest.